Hello, good day. Today we'll be reviewing the research, and the title of the research is Estimation of Greenhouse Gas Emissions in Wastewater Treatment Plants of Pulp and Paper Industry by Omid Ashrafi, a thesis in the Department of Building, Civil and Environmental Engineering, presented in partial performance of the requirements for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Environmental Engineering at Concordia University, Montreal, Quebec, Canada. June 2012. This is the abstract section, and this abstract, that is the summary of the OTCs. It says estimation of greenhouse gas emissions in wastewater treatment plants of pulp and paper industry. Omid Ashraf, PhD, Concordia University, 2012. Greenhouse gas emission and energy consumption in wastewater treatment plants. The pulp and paper industry was estimated by using an elaborate mathematical model. So the author makes use of elaborate mathematical model for his research work. The steady state and dynamic models were used for the measurement of mass and energy balances. Significant changes were observed in the magnitude of greenhouse gas generation in response to variations in operating conditions, demonstrating the limited capacity of steady-state models in predicting the time-dependent emissions of these harmful gases, thus justifying the use of dynamic model. Aerobic, anaerobic, and hybrid anaerobic-aerobic biology processes were used as the main treatment processes. In addition, anaerobic digestion for sludge treatment, vitrification and dry nitrification processes to remove excess nitrogen in the effluent, and chemical coagulation flocculation process for the removal of color, residual biochemical oxygen demand, and suspended solids were incorporated in the model. The generated biogas was assumed to be recovered and used as a source of energy for the treatment plants in an effort to reduce greenhouse gas emissions while decreasing the total required energy. Carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide were considered as the major generated greenhouse gases. The impact of pertinent operating parameters, including reactor temperature, solid retention time, primary clarifier, underflow rates, and biochemical oxygen demand concentration on greenhouse gas emission and energy consumption were investigated, leading to the identification of controlling operating parameters and adequate strategies to reduce greenhouse gas emission and energy consumption. The overall greenhouse gas generation by using the steady-state model was equal to 3,152 and 6,051 and 6,541 kilogram carbon dioxide equivalents per day by the three examined systems. The results showed considerably higher generation of sludge by the aerobic treatment system, amounting to 376 kilograms per day, compared to that produced by the anaerobic and hybrid treatment systems. The generation of greenhouse gases from aerobic and hybrid processes increased by 27% and 33.2% respectively, when nitrous oxide emission from nitrogen removal processes was taken into consideration. The results of the dynamic model during 140 days of operation showed that the daily variations of greenhouse gas emissions were changed up to ±30%, ±19%, and ±70% of the examined systems. The estimated energy consumption amounted to 4,028, 2,017, and 3,084 megajoule per day in the aerobic and anaerobic and hybrid systems. The results showed that the produced energy by the recovery and combustion of biogas could exceed the energy demands of treatment plants examined in this study. The variations of process variables caused variations in energy generation from biogas recovery by ±16%, ±17%, and ±17% in the three examined systems. The lowest fluctuations of greenhouse gas emission and energy generation were observed in the hybrid system, showing the stability of this particular process design. Parametric studies using the steady-state model indicated that the best strategy to reduce greenhouse gas emission and energy consumption would result from a 12% increase in the bioreactor temperature in the aerobic system, a 100% increase of the bioreactor temperature, and a 5 days increase of SRT in the anaerobic system, and a 10% increase of temperature, and a 5 days reduction of SRT in the anaerobic bioreactor of the hybrid system. Additional reductions in the greenhouse gas emission and energy consumption would result from a 50% increase of the primary clarifier under flow rate. So this is all about the abstract section. In the next video, we shall be reading out the chapter 1 of this research. Thank you.